that you want to reach out. So we'll start here. This one's going to be about working your book of business. Now, just a brief overview of the webinar. We're going to talk about how your book of business can really be a constant resource for new business. We're going to go into, some indicators of existing clients, indicators of the existing clients that would be a good contact for some new business. We're going to talk about how to prospect and market to the current book of business consistently. And really what we're going to harp on is IMS's system that we've developed specifically to work your book of business. We've got the system all mapped out already for you. So in the beginning, we'll be kind of talking about maybe some sales ideas, but really, the last half of the webinar is going to be us going through IMS's system and how we give you the tools to work your book of business. So working your book of business, the number one challenge, as we all know as insurance agents, is finding new sources of business. It's something we all think about, whether it's referrals, cold calling, new business is what keeps us going. One thing to think about, 40% of new sales last year came from replacements, and that was provided by LIMRA. So 40% of the total sales, they're coming from replacements. They're coming from people that already had life insurance previously. So that's a really big number. And what we've noticed is agents, they're working their book of business and they think they're being good agents, but they're not truly working their book of business to the full potential that they can. What we've really decided to kind of harp on, and something we've made as a rule, is the 4 times rule. Agents should really be contacting their clients 4 times a year. And we've got, those 4 times kind of mapped out for you. Christmas, birthday, anniversary of the policy, and a marketing piece that you can send out depending on the client. We'll get into that a little bit later. We've actually got marketing pieces that you can be able to send to specific clients. This is really to keep you in the forefront of the client's mind, whether they're talking to someone about some insurance for a friend of theirs, maybe they're talking with their spouse about the need for new insurance. They're not going to be thinking about maybe going anywhere else. They're going to be thinking about the person that, they feel they have a relationship with, you as their agent who you've kept in contact with at a minimum of 4 times a year. We're going to go through this process step by step later on in the webinar, and you're going to see how we've designed a system specifically for this solution. And, we have agents making hundreds of thousands of dollars using this solution specifically to work their book of business. They're having a ton of success. So this is just going to be just kind of a brief overview on life insurance, annuities, and life settlements, how those can really be potential sales for already existing clients. So life insurance sales obviously is a big one. They can replace existing life insurance and additional life insurance due to increases in need. Maybe the client's changes, health changes have occurred. As they get older, maybe that term policy, they're realizing, hey, that term policy is going to run out. I'm going to need some permanent coverage. Long-term care. Maybe they are in need for some long-term care. We all know there's new products out on the market that have very good long-term care riders. John Hancock comes to my mind, Lincoln, Nationwide. These guys have really nice long-term care products that you're able to attach as riders to new products where you're able to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. And, as technology advances, as we advance as a society, people are living longer. Insurance companies are making more money because of this, and because of this, they're able to lower rates. So you're typically going to be able to see some new insurance products out on the market that are going to be much better than the ones your clients are currently in. And as far as annuities, a client may need additional annuities. They may also simply want a better rate on an already existing annuity. Old index annuity products and other annuity products, they're simply inferior to what we can get today. Today's rates are much better than they were a few years ago. And, if you've got an older annuity, it's definitely inferior to what you can get today. And the third one you might want to think about, and I don't know if any of you went to my or attended my life settlement webinar, is that life settlement sales can come from these existing clients. Maybe they don't need the policy anymore. Maybe they're in need of some immediate cash. Maybe they're in the process of maybe letting that thing lapse. A life settlement is definitely something that you're going to want to consider for those clients. Now we're going to jump into what type of client for life insurance sales. So really going to kind of get into sales ideas specifically about life insurance. Now, clients that you've sold term policies to in the past, we all know they expire. They need to be replaced with either a new term or a new permanent policy. We're going to want to be, all over those dates and know when those specific anniversaries are coming up. So clients, obviously they've realized the downside to term insurance, and they have to reapply once the term insurance expires. They may want to extend their coverage or even decrease the face amount to keep that premium kind of where they would like. Obviously that isn't an upsell, but it's a new sale for us, and it's a new commission, and it's also a way to help our clients. One thing I know, I'm sure most of you or all of you are aware, term policies, they're almost always convertible up to a certain point. We're going to really want to pay attention to those conversion dates. Really look back, see the ones that are approaching those dates, see if the client has thought about a conversion. Clients, typically the term policies that are 30% to 40% complete, you're going to want to have a conversation about a conversion and see where they're at in their coverage. Clients that you have that are maybe in terms that are age 55 to 65, those are the type of aged clients where they're really going to be a great fit for permanent form of insurance. We're going to want to really focus on those ages for permanent forms of insurance. We know there's obviously higher commissions in those products as well. We've also got carriers. One thing you want to keep in mind, I know some people have term policies maybe with a carrier that isn't necessarily have the best conversion options. Talk to your brokerage managers. Go ahead and call me, call whoever you talk to in the office. We've got other companies that can convert term policies to permanent policies if the conversion options aren't attractive for their current term. So if someone's got a term policy with another carrier, we've got other carriers such as, Nationwide, Aviva, MetLife even, they're going to be able to take your term policy and convert it to a permanent policy, without showing any sort of, real medical information. It would be almost like a conversion with that already existing term. So definitely something to keep in mind. That's something new we're seeing out on the market. Now, continued on what type of client for life insurance sales would be a good fit. Like we've been kind of harping on, there's always new and better products on the market. Sometimes a replacement, of a permanent policy that can generate new income for you. It's also a benefit. It's going to benefit the client. It's going to give them better coverage. In some cases, it's going to be less expensive for it. So if a client gets a new policy with a lower face amount, like I said, may not be an upsell. It's still a new commission. It still gets the client what they're looking for. And like we've been talking about, there's new improved riders, these long-term care riders, the living benefit riders. I know AGLA is really pushing their living benefit riders. It's a real big selling point. The older policies don't have these things, and it's making them inferior, and people are talking about it. People need these living benefit riders. They like the idea of being able to take money from their policy to help them with whatever living benefit need they might need. 1035 money is something that we obviously got to keep in mind. Money that exists in those different permanent policies can be used to fund new life insurance, or even we'll get into it in a second, but they can even be used to form a new annuity. We all know the universal life policies that were sold 20, 30 years ago, they're severely underperforming. They were projected to do, interest rates of close, 16%, 18%. That's obviously, not happening. And we're going to be able to get them a new universal life. It's going to provide them better return, less expensive premium, and also use that 1035 money just to make it all the more attractive for our clients. Now we're going to get into what type of client would be a good fit for an annuity sale. Now, clients, obviously, their needs change as they get older. When they're younger, they can typically kind of afford a life insurance product. It's earlier in their life. Life insurance is something they know they need. They're going to be able to afford it. But as they get older, they're getting more savings. They're getting more cash. An annuity is going to probably be their best option with their money. And, as an example, we know the 401ks, they're not doing well. We know that, they're all subject to market volatility. You put your money in the stock market. Obviously, we know how that can go. The annuity can really solve this problem. There's no more worrying about the market. There's guaranteed returns on these products. You're going to be able to promise your clients specific returns on the money that they invest in these products, and that's a big selling point as the clients get older and they're looking for places, to put their money. Just because you sold them life insurance doesn't mean you can't, sell them an annuity. And what this is really about is you becoming a more well-rounded agent. You becoming more of a financial advisor as opposed to just some guy that sold them a life insurance policy a while ago. And like we've been talking about 1035 money, these clients have cash building in these insurance products. They're accumulating money. That 1035 money could be used to go into annuity for the client. They may not need life insurance anymore. That's a perfect cross-sale opportunity into an annuity with that existing cash. Don't have them cash out that life insurance policy. Have them roll it over into an annuity. It's going to be more beneficial for them and obviously going to get you a commission as well. And one thing to think about, 40% of annuity sales came from 1035 rollovers in 2012. So that's obviously a huge part of the market, something we got to keep in mind. Life insurance clients are perfect, clients for annuity sales. Got to keep that in mind. There's definitely some opportunities there with annuities. And just like the life insurance market, the annuity market is also constantly changing. There's always new annuity products coming out on the market that are much more beneficial to the client than the ones that they already have or already existing. How are they better, you may ask? There's better liquidity options. Clients are going to have more control, more access to their money. The income riders have improved. 7% guarantees and lifetime income on these annuity products. One thing you may hear back from the client is, yeah, I know. I get that other annuity is better than the one I have now, but I don't want to deal with the surrender charge and having to pay to get out of it. I'll probably just stay where I'm at. One thing you'll want to let them know is, what we've seen with these new annuity products, there's origination bonuses. And, these bonuses, these new features are designed to overcome and offset surrender charges with an already existing annuity. So that's going to kind of overcome that type of, that type of pushback as far as I don't want to deal with the surrender charge. These origination bonuses are designed to take care of that. Briefly, we're going to get into what type of client for life settlement sales. So life settlement sales, we're going to want to start looking at clients that are a little bit older, about 70 years or older. What we're going to want to look for is someone that either has a convertible term or a permanent form of life insurance like a universal life product. And, what we're going to want to see is the client may not need the policy, they may not want to pay premiums anymore on the policy, or they simply need the cash right away for something that's happened in their life. A life settlement can be a great fit for those individuals. What you'll want to look out for the types of clients for a life settlement sale, surrender requests, replacements. That's a good indicator they might be a fit for a life settlement conversation. Death claims. Death claims are also a good indicator because, you have a husband and wife. They each had a policy kind of on each other. The wife died, the husband got that big death benefit from her life insurance policy. He isn't necessarily in need of his. That's a perfect opportunity for a life settlement. We want to pay attention to those into the guarantee and the conversion periods, when we're prospecting for these things. And ideally, they're going to want to maybe have some health issues. Maybe you got them a universal life policy 20 years ago at Preferred Best, if they were to apply for insurance now, maybe they'd be uninsurable. You know, we can't obviously sell healthy 70-year-olds policies in the life settlement market. Anything specific about life settlements, definitely reach out to me specifically here at the office. Happy to answer any type of questions. Now what we're going to start getting into now is IMS's system and how it's already set up and designed to help you, target these potential new sales. So you're going to see we're going to have access to letters that are already pre-written for your use. Obviously you're going to be able to take that, you're going to be able to modify it the way you want to do it, design it and tailor it to, exactly what you want to get across to your clients. We have access to sales scripts for particular types of insurance products, annuities, 1035 rollover opportunities, etc. We're going to have these sales scripts already ready to go. Obviously, you don't need to recite them verbatim, but they're there as kind of a roadmap kind of for where you should be taking the sales call. We've also got a built-in CRM system that we can give you, for free, where you're able to dump in your book of business, put in all your clients, and then you're going to be able to manage and set tasks to work that book of business. Access to the most competitive products on the market. If there's a new product on the market, we represent it. We're not going to be behind in the technology or the times in terms of the products. That's just, we're on the forefront of that. And obviously, we feel we have the industry's best brokerage managers. We are here to help give sales ideas, and we're here to formulate custom plans for specific targeted clients that already exist within your book of business. So now I kind of want to show you, we're going to hop out of here, and I'm going to show you some examples of, those letters that we have pre-written, those letters in the sales script. So I'm going to bring this over right here. You can see, first one we're going to go into right now, I just want to show the, let me get out of here. Go right here. We're going to want to look at the CRM system. Let me pull that up right now. Give me 1 second. This looks like this has not. All right. Well, looks like the CRM system has been saved somewhere else. We're not going to get caught up on that. Really, what it is it's a Microsoft Access. You're going to be able to put your book of clients into that system. You're going to be able to do any sort of mail merge that you're looking to do. You're going to be able to, do date of birth searches so you can see, the ages of the clients coming up. You're going to be able to market certain types of clients that would be a fit for a certain type of business. So if we're sending out, if you're going to send out a marketing piece to everyone you think would be a good fit for an index universal life, you're going to be able to organize it that way. Send out a marketing piece for someone that, you think would be a good fit for an annuity, you're going to be able to market it that way. Next thing we're going to get into would be some scripts. So first example, we'll look at a 1035 rollover script. Like I said, we've got a few of these done out. These can be managed and changed to fit your exact specifications. So you can see here, hello, this is whatever your name is, your life insurance agent with the carrier, calling regarding your existing policy, review of the policy, et cetera, et cetera. We're really walking through and letting them know, that they've got some 1035 money. We're going to let them know, why this is, it's a good idea to review the policy and perhaps get a new policy with that 1035 money. So it's just an example of a script that we have. You're going to be able to change this and modify it to exactly to exactly how you want to get it done. But it is there as kind of a roadmap for the type of conversation that you would have. Now, next thing we're going to be looking at, and really we're kind of going in order here. So this is kind of systematic. You know, you've got your 1035 rollover script. You're making some phone calls. We've targeted some clients using the CRM system. Now, next thing we're going to show would be we call it, I guess, a scare letter. It's really not as scary as you would think, but we'll look at an example of one of our scare letters. So this may be for someone who you haven't been able to get on the phone. They've been brushing you off. Can't get a hold of them. This is a perfect thing to send to them. You're going to want to put this, obviously, on some, a nice letterhead. As a side note, a nice thing that IMS does for you here, not only we're providing the system for you, all these, all these resources at your fingertips, we also can do letterhead design. So if you don't currently have a letterhead, if you don't currently have a logo, we're going to be able to design a logo for you. We're going to be able to get that on a letterhead and get that all taken care of for you. So that's also another service, which is really nice that we have for our agents. And you can see here the scare letter. It's really just going to say, it's going to explain the situation, the current situation here of the market. It's going to show, what they currently have, what they could have, and really it's just to kind of open their eyes and let them know exactly what the situation is, and that they should definitely take the time to talk to you and let you get in front of them. And that kind of leads over to the next step in the process, which is our presentation. It's designed to be simple. We really want to keep everything simple. We don't want to go in and give the clients, a whole plethora of choices. We really just want to give them one or two choices, let them be, relatively obvious here, and, almost make it a no-brainer for the clients. So you can see here, American General, that's their coverage, that's the guarantee, with 200,000, with 300,000, this is what you currently got. It's a no-brainer. It's something you can do for all the lines of business. You can do it for long-term care, annuities, etc. Really want to keep it simple. Really going to be a nice, clean presentation. And obviously, give the client some options, but make it pretty much a no-brainer, which is what we feel like these new sales can be. Now, the next step we're going to go to would be the application letter. So we've done the presentation. We've got the application. We're sending it over to them. It's going to let them know exactly what they're kind of getting into with the application that we're sending them into. So we've got this already kind of pre-written out for you. It's going to give them instructions as to how to fill out the application. Any questions that they may have, obviously they reach out to you, but it's a really nice constructed letter that you can send out with the application, which is obviously going to show them exactly what they're getting into. It's going to be very clear and obviously really professional. The next step, after the application letter, we've got the application, they've been approved, we've got the policy, it's now time for the delivery letter. The delivery letter, obviously congratulations, your new life insurance policy's been approved. Here's what the coverage is, here's the premium. We'll talk about, enclosed are the documents necessary to put it in force. There's obviously going to be instructions as how to fill out those delivery requirements. And, it's basically going to let them know this is the last step in order to get these things, get this policy put in force. So already written out for you, obviously pop it on your letterhead. You send it out there with the delivery requirements. Going to look really nice and really professional for our clients. Now the next step, and it's part of what we've been talking about with the whole process and the touching 4 times, this is your annual review letter. You send it on the obviously the annual anniversary of the policy. You can customize this to however you see fit, whether it's the first year, the third year. You may want to kind of change the wording depending on what you're looking to accomplish here. But really, it's definitely to keep them in your mind It's going to be an idea, maybe it's a potential for some new sales opportunities. And really, this letter is meant to be sent together with a checklist. So the checklist is mentioned here in the letter. I'll pull up the checklist now. And you can see this review checklist. It's very simple. We're going to get some new information, hopefully, from the client. We're going to see, maybe they need to review or update their coverage. Maybe they had a trust that they just created. Maybe they have a baby. Maybe their marital status has changed. Maybe they've got some new business situation, a partner, a key person situation. We're going to want to know these things because these are, obviously huge potentials for new sales, new commissions. And they're going to be able to click down here and just because you sold them a life insurance policy, look at all these other things you can do for them. Life insurance, mortgage protection, long-term care, disability, annuities, retirement planning, life settlements, business planning. You are their financial planner. You're not just a life insurance salesman to them. And that's really what we want to harp on here is, diversifying what you are able to do for your clients and your current book of business. So really, that's what we really want to harp on with this. I know we gave you some sales ideas, things to look at for specific types of business, but really it's our step-by-step book management system here. There's client annual review letters we've gone over, client presentations, application letters, delivery letters, follow-up example letters, those anniversary letters. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you our easy-use CRM system. I'd be happy to show it to you guys if you want to reach out to me directly. And marketing pieces. And this is the last thing I'm going to get into on the webinar is the marketing pieces. Really, I feel like the agents that are taking advantage of this are having a lot of success. And that's, that's something that we offer them. And let's look at some of these marketing pieces. So first one we'll look at, big hot topic right now, Index Universal Life, college planning, retirement. It's a big deal to clients, and they're definitely looking to see, who's got Index Universal Life. How do I've heard about it. What is it? This is a perfect little flyer that you're able to customize. You throw your logo on there, put your information on there, send it out to mail. You can do an email blast with it. However you want to market these pieces is up to you. But we let you do it up to your discretion. So here's the one for Index Universal Life. We'll look at a couple other ones here. Here's one for annuities. The time value of money. We've got some really nice graphs there. The benefit of tax deferral money. Preserving their assets, it's a nice, quick, real simple thing that you're able to send your clients that you're targeting for annuities. And that's really what we're kind of harping on is the simplicity of it is really something that's going to go a long way with your clients. The last one we'll look at would be, old term versus new term insurance. This is going to harp on the new riders and, the new things that come with these new types of life insurance policies that didn't exist, with the policy they got a while back. So critical illness rider, terminal illness riders, different things like that. People are really interested in getting benefits from their policies while they're still alive. And so these marketing pieces, you're going to be able to use them at your discretion, send them out however you would like, email, fax, mail, etc. We can help you with the logos. We can help you with, anything else that you're looking to do as far as marketing yourself. So that really was my webinar on working your book of business. Reach out to me if you have any direct questions. My email's there. That's my phone number. Let me know if you have any questions on anything. I'm going to go ahead and open it up now and unmute you guys. Let me know if you have any questions now. Otherwise, we'll go from there. I'm going to unmute you now. Any questions from anyone? Okay. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. Doesn't seem like anyone has any questions. And, we will go from there. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to join the webinar and look forward to hearing from you guys in the future. Thanks so much.